Hello? 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 I think you pocket dialed me. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Motorhome Monday.
I'm Jonathan, she's Lynn, and we are Create and Capture Live.
And it has been 90 degrees all day and no wind, and now we came out here to record and the wind's gonna make my hair go crazy, so yeah. Whatever. First thing we want to say is we hope you had a great Easter. If you are on our Happy Mail list, you should have received an Easter card from us. And if you want to get on our Happy Mail list, then check the description box down below. So this week we are going to talk about, if you follow us on Instagram, we posted that yesterday we changed the graphics out on the back of our RV. If you saw the graphics before, and I'll put a picture in here, obviously our name of our channel and everything was on the back of our RV. Yesterday we took all of that off and replaced it with this. Recently, if you guys follow other RVers on YouTube or just know other people in general that live in the United States, anywhere, especially near California, you will know that crime is rampant right now. We have had fellow RVers who have had to take special measures to protect their catalytic converters. We've had people we know get their catalytic converters stolen on cars, on RVs, other things. We have had a friend actually just 2 days ago, someone tried to follow her home, and like I said, if you follow the news, then you know that follow home robberies are a thing right now, and especially it seems to be in California. So if you're in California, you know that committing crime does not equal punishment. So
yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things have been running rampant, and then across the country in RV parks, people have had bikes stolen. Especially electric bikes are huge right now. Grills, chairs, like all kinds of things. And of course that's always happened in the world. I mean, it happens, but it's happening more frequently.
Yeah.
And then most recently, one of the channels we follow, Camping with the Kellys, they just did an episode where they took their vinyl wrap off of their RV that showed their name and everything. And their reasoning was, well, for safety reasons, as Jason put it, he said it was like putting a billboard on themselves, like a bullseye on themselves.
Yeah.
And now that they purchased a house, they figure if someone saw their RV on the road, then people would realize, oh, they're not home. And it's not hard to figure out where people live. So they were worried about that.
Yeah, it's kind of it really does put a target on you when you have a YouTube channel and stuff like that, and you have, you know, a regular residence like we do. We have an apartment, obviously, you know, because if people see that. Now with us it's kind of different because we still have like Ryan and stuff like that stays home and whatnot, so it's a little bit different, but it still doesn't stop people from going, well, it's more of a chance that nobody's home. So, or in our case, or anyone's case, where you put your YouTube channel on the back of your RV or somewhere on your rig, if you're worried about being followed, that's another thing. People can follow you, figure out where you live, figure out where you park your RV. They'll know when you leave your RV and go leave it at the RV park and go out somewhere else, all those kinds of things. And it's just, you know, and speaking to friends of ours that are officers, it's just it's better safe than sorry right now in the world, and unfortunately that's just kind of how we have to do it. So we took our name off of the back of our RV, and now anybody that knows us will still recognize our RV. Yeah. But we don't have a billboard on the back of the RV anymore. Yeah. I mean, as you guys know, if you followed Dan and Jen before they left YouTube, they were having a house built. They hadn't even moved into the house yet, and there were people who found out where they lived, went and talked to neighbors, things like that, and they hadn't even moved into their house yet. We don't want that kind of thing to happen to us. We've already had it where I've had gifts show up here at the house, at the apartment, with our apartment address addressed to me with no name in the last year. That's kind of scary because we don't share we have a P.O. box if you guys do want to send us something, but somebody, obviously more than somebody found, or it might be the same person, we don't know, found our actual address, and like with the internet, honestly, it's probably not that hard, and sent gifts to me personally
at our apartment. So that was weird.
Yeah. And you know, people have mentioned that, oh, well, like Jonathan has his ham radio call sign. Actually, we haven't put it up yet, but when I do, like, you know, my ham radio call sign, most people have their home address listed on the ham radio call sign. Well, we don't. I haven't actually, for many years, I haven't had my home address listed on there because I knew that was a thing from friends of mine who are both ham radio operators and police officers. They get a P.O. box and they use the P.O. box for that kind of thing. So if you look at my ham radio call sign, and you look at the address, it'll give you the address to our P.O. box, the same P.O. box that we use for pretty much everything else. So it's always been something that's been on our mind, and, you know, with us not being a very big channel, but, you know, with having followers and just recently some weird things that have happened, like Lynn said, and we're not going to get into too much detail, but, you know, things showing up at the house and strange little coincidences.
Or and maybe then, not coincidences.
Well, yeah.
That have happened around here.
Yeah, strange little things that have happened. And then, you know, with, you know, the Camping with the Kellys taking theirs off, and
what happened with Dan and Jen, who are very good friends of ours.
Yeah, it was just a lot of things
and other channels that we follow, but we're not going to name them because they haven't made their issues public.
Yeah.
Camping with the Kellys did a video on theirs. That's why we're comfortable mentioning theirs, but we do know other RVers who have had similar issues, scarier issues, things like that happen. They haven't shared it on YouTube, so we're not going to share it for them, but let's just say we thought it was really fun to have our name on our RV at first, and after repeatedly hearing other people's horror stories and scary stories and close calls and creepy things, we just decided yesterday, we talked about it during the week, and we decided yesterday to remove those graphics and put the new ones up.
Yep.
So we're not trying to live scared. I know will be people who are going to comment on here that you shouldn't live scared, you shouldn't, you know, you can't live in fear, and you're right about that. Absolutely, you are right.
Yeah.
But you also don't need to put a target on your back.
Yeah, and I don't know, Lynn may not agree with me on this, and oftentimes in certain instances like this, we don't agree. But if we were living full-time in the RV, and we didn't have it parked somewhere that wasn't nearby to us, and we were in it and stuff like that might be a little bit different. You know, if we knew that it was us and there was nobody else could potentially be affected, then that's fine. Because for us, we know how to take care of ourselves. You know, obviously Lynn and I are very familiar with self-defense, self-protection, stuff like that. That's not a big deal. And also we're both very aware of our surroundings, and we're always very vigilant. So we know those kinds of things. So if we were out on the road more, we might have kept it up. She doesn't think so, but it wouldn't have bothered. Let me just put it this way: it wouldn't have bothered me as much as it does knowing that we don't have total control right now.
And I don't know that we ever have total control in life. Yeah. And yes, you know, you can be well versed in self-defense and have self-defense items in your possession, things like that, but that doesn't always keep you safe. We've seen that firsthand. And so I would just rather be a little bit less obvious about where we are and what we're doing. And I guess that's it. I mean, we're not trying to be scared, but we personally, just right here where we live, have had so many crazy things happen just recently in the city we live in. And if you know Cypress, you know that big things don't usually happen in this city. And that's not the case now.
Yeah.
And it's not that the residents have changed. It's not that the police force is less effective or smaller or anything like that. It's just there are more people coming into California to commit these kinds of crimes because they know they can, and if they're caught, they're going to be let go anyway. And so yes, we are planning on getting out of California. Before you comment down below that it sounds like we need to leave California, you're absolutely right. We need to leave California. We agree with you. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan. And Ryan just Ryan's home. Walked by us. But anyways, so that's kind of the update, and we appreciate you guys sticking with us. We also reupholstered the dinette yesterday, and took off a couple lights and things. We're just touching up the RV. We did a lot of temporary things in the RV when we first got it, when we were first going out on the road, and now we're upgrading those temporary things to permanent solutions that look better and are more like solid. And it's been really fun now that we've had a couple of weekends where we can actually work on the RV.
Well, and it's actually interesting because when we first got the RV, you know, our big push was to get it ready, get going, and then get to Texas so I can go to the National RV Training Academy and get my RV tech certification and all that other stuff. So then we came home and we started traveling and doing stuff like that. And then when Lynn started to reupholster the dinette the other day, lo and behold, as we start picking up the covers, it's like, oh, we only kind of half painted that.
We only primered under the cushions.
And we didn't do this, and there was all these little things. It's like, so now we're going and we're taking the time right now and we're doing some of those things. So we'll share those videos with you guys.
We're going to be able to share a complete walkthrough.
We've been saying that
in May.
Yeah.
I have it on the calendar for May.
Yeah.
We will be sharing a full walkthrough of the inside in May.
Yeah.
The only thing that's been holding it up, honestly, has been the bathroom issue that we had. And now that that is 80% done, we can probably finish that next weekend, depending on if it's really hot. But we should be able to finish that next weekend, and then we can do a complete walkthrough for you guys.
Yeah.
But it'll be in May. So anyway, that's it. That's our Motorhome Monday.
Yeah.
We just wanted to keep you guys up to date. If you, especially those of you who sent me messages and commented on Instagram that you were gonna miss, you liked our original graphics, so did we, but better safe than sorry. And you know, when we have our full-time rig next year, maybe we'll do something different. Who knows?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, better safe than sorry. So that's it for Motorhome Monday. Yes?
That's all I got.
Okay, so if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube family. And yes, I do play with my hair a lot. You don't need to comment about that either. It's blowing in my face right now, which makes my face itch. And we really appreciate all of you guys sticking with us through this journey. We will see you on Friday with a special video. And have a great week. I guess that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy.
And you know what? I'm not going to say it anymore because it's over. It's over.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.